John, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for your email, John.
That's all right.
I gather that you are Tony Burrows. Are you the fan club secretary, John?
Well, I run his fan club for the White Plains, his group, yes.
Right. Now, tell me about Tony, because he's still out there. Is he still gigging?
He's still gigging, yes. He reformed with White Plains, Robin Shaw and Robin Box a couple of years ago. And he's still gigging.
Am I right in saying he holds the record of being one of the only artists ever to have done Top of the Pops with 3 different pop groups?
3 different pop groups, yes. Edison Lighthouse, Love Grows, and United We Stand, the Brotherhood of Man. I believe it was the Pipkins as well. Give Me That Ding.
Give Me That Ding. What a record. Do you remember that?
Yeah, Tony and Roger Greenaway, of course.
Well, listen, I tell you what, let me just dig that out. I've just been pulling that out in my little database here. Just have a listen to this. Listen, if you don't remember that, you should be ashamed of yourself, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right, I'm sad and blue, 'cause I can't do the boogaloo. I'm lost, can't do my thing, and that's why I sing. Give me that thing.
That's the Pipkins, Give Me That Ding. Was he with Edison Lighthouse? Because I had a couple of listeners who emailed and said he wasn't with Edison Lighthouse.
Well, he wasn't with Edison as the touring group. But, of course, he fronted Edison, providing lead vocals.
And originally with the original Brotherhood of Man.
That's right. Tony with Roger Greenaway, Sue and Sonny, and, of course, the later Johnny Goodison.
Well, I appreciate you giving us an email, and I know you've got his home number. I'm going to put you next door. We're going to get him on if we can set him up. Not this week. I'm away next week, but probably the week when I come back, if that's okay.
That's fine, yeah.
And we'll play some of his tracks. John, appreciate that. Thank you very much. Still to come. Tony Burrows on his way, and Tony will be with us in about 5 minutes. Looking forward to talking to Tony. I want to find out if it's really true, if this bloke at Top of the Pops told him that after he'd been in 3 different groups on Top of the Pops, that they weren't going to have him back again, apparently. I don't know if that's some form of myth that I've been told along the way, or if it's absolutely true. Yeah. And then you did this.
That's right, I'm sad and blue, 'cause I can't do it.
Yeah? That's right? Is that you on the lead vocals?
Yes, that's me, yes.
I'm gonna do it for me. I want to prove that it's really you.
Okay.
Go on.
That's right, I'm sad and blue, 'cause I can't do that boogaloo.
That's right, I'm sad and blue, 'cause I can't do the boogaloo. I'm lost.
Yep, that was you, sir. And were you, this is the big question, though, were you with Edison Lighthouse? Because I've had a lot of emails saying he wasn't with Edison Lighthouse. Was that you? Tony? Have I lost his line? Have you taken him back? Where's he disappeared to? Tony? Tony? I've lost him. He's not there. We never will know. I'm going to now wait 2 weeks because Basil's coming on next. What's happened to him? Have we got you back, Tony? My mother told me I'd have days like this. It's just one of those days. Tony Burrows will be on in a fortnight's time. He's been upstaged by Basil Brush this week, I'm afraid.
Covering the county every day.
This is BBC Radio Kent.
13 minutes to 12. Battle of the Sexes after 12. Also, Mr. Pastry's wife. We're going to find out about everything on Mr. Pastry coming. Tony Burrows in a second, and we spoke to Tony a fortnight ago. And I think he did confirm then, but I'm just going to get her to elaborate a bit more on it. He is, I think, the only artist, unless, if you're a real music fan, you can name any others, who appeared in 3 different pop groups, all of which appeared on Top of the Pops. And then there's this little sort of postscript thing that says, Top of the Pops got a bit niggled with him appearing on it so much they asked him not to come back. Is it true or is it not true? We shall find out shortly. Tony Burrows with Edison Lighthouse. Tony Burrows with the Brotherhood of Man. Tony Burrows with White Plains. Tony Burrows with the Pipkins. Does he not? Is there nobody he doesn't sing with? Tony, good morning. How are you, sir? We find you well. Tony.
Yes.
Sorry about that, mate.
Jeremy, yes, here I am.
Are you well?
Yes, I am.
Good.
Very well indeed.
So it was true, because you sort of alluded to this. You appeared on Top of the Pops 3 times with 3 different bands.
Yeah.
And what were the bands?
There was the Brotherhood of Man, original Brotherhood of Man, United We Stand. White Plains with Baby Loves Loving, and Edison Lighthouse.
And but also you with many other groups as well.
I was indeed, yeah.
I mean, for example, Let's Go to San Francisco was one of yours, the Flowerpot Men.
That's right.
The First Class and Beach Baby, which was another big track.
Absolutely, yeah.
And over the years, there are apparently hundreds of records that you have recorded.
Yes, I spent some considerable time in the studios working as a session musician as well. So I've spent a lot of time.
Did you ever see daylight? You'd go in there, early in the morning. You come out at night. You're a little nocturnal creature, really.
Yeah, it was a bit like that. It was, doing commercials as well. So it was 10 till 1, 2 till 5, 7 till 10, and when can you make it? So. It was, and that was nearly 7 days a week. So it was hard work, but it was very enjoyable, I've got to say.
So it all started initially, did it? And correct me if I'm wrong, with the original Brotherhood of Man.
No, I started with a group called the Ivy League. Really, I took over from John Carter, and that evolved into the Flowerpot Men.
Right.
Okay, so that was Let's Go to San Francisco. And then I decided I'd had enough touring, so I just went back into the studios, and I knew all the writers at the time, and somebody would come and say, gee, I can't find anyone to sing this song. Will you do it for us? And so I said, I'd say yes, as long as you financially repay me. And so that's how it all sort of started, really.
So
the original one was the original session was Brotherhood of Man. Yes, that's right.
In all of these different groups, were they coming to you as a professional recording artist and hiring you as like a session vocalist, or were you then getting a percentage of all the sales and everything, like if you were in a proper band?
Well, I insisted that I had to have royalties, otherwise I wasn't interested.
Right, so they never just gave you a flat fee and that was it. Tony, thanks a lot.
No. As a session singer, yes, but if it was a featured song, then I needed to get paid.
So when you were at school, when you go for your careers chat, what did you tell the chap you wanted to do?
You see, I wanted to be a cricketer.
Oh, wow, you're in your element at the moment then.
Absolutely right. Yes, I mean, I'm old enough to have done national service as well. So I was, I played a bit of cricket as a youngster. Did national service, and then came straight into singing with a group called the Kestrels. You might remember. Yeah. You might remember the Kestrels with Roger Greenaway, of course, and Roger Cook.
I mean, Roger Greenaway, fantastic writer.
Absolutely, yes. He was involved with me an awful lot of the time, in actual fact, and certainly with White Plains, with the Brotherhood of Man, and also the Pipkins, believe it or not.
I did the low one. That's right.
And Roger did the high one.
Wow. I mean, what was that period like then? I mean, was that, when you look back, if I said, give me the sort of the best bit of the whole career so far, what would you say that was great, Jeremy?
Well, I mean, that was manic, I've got to say. That was manic. 3 in the charts at the same time, all in the top 10. And it was very exciting. I actually I couldn't really believe what was going on, to be quite honest.
Really?
I mean, I recorded them all over a period of about 10 months, but they all came out at the same time, and they all sold.
And when this was all happening, are you meeting, like, of the day, all of the stars of the day, and the TV and radio people of the day, and all of that stuff that spins around in that crazy world of rock and roll?
Right. Yeah, sure. I mean, we did quite a lot of television as well. So, I mean, I knew a lot of the guys. I mean, Elton John started life as a session singer as well, right? And we used to work together.
Oh, and would you have predicted that Elton would have gone on to what he's gone on to?
No, I kept saying, oh, no, not another song, Red. No, we don't want you to... No, I don't want to hear another song.
We kept wanting to demo them to you, did he?
Absolutely.
God. So who's this bloke then, Tony, at Top of the Pops with his clipboard and comes up and says, listen, Mr. Burrows, you're appearing too many times on Top of the Pops then?
Well, it was actually Colin Charman who told me about it, but it was some unnamed bloke at the, at the higher echelons. Colin came to me and after I did the 3 on the one show and said, the words come down from above, Tony, that you're not to be used anymore. And I said, what are you talking about? He said, it's nothing to do with me, nothing to do with us here, it's the word from above. People are beginning to think it's a con. And I said, well, how can it be a con? The records sell, you asked me to do the show, and then they're suggesting it's a con. But anyway, I was banned from the BBC for 2 years. I didn't get a play.
Really? So, hang on, let me get this correct. You didn't do 3 appearances on the same Top of the Pops in 3 different groups, though, you're not saying that?
Yes, I did, yeah.
So, hang on, on the same bill?
Yes.
Well, I'd have banned you as well, mate. You're chancing your arm on that one. But the rest of the guys in the different groups were different people, though, as well, were they?
They were, indeed, yeah. Roger Greenaway was part of the Brotherhood and part of White Plains as well for a very short time.
So when Top of the Pops booked you, Tony, they didn't know that the vocalist was the same guy on all 3 groups?
Probably not.
Did you have different kit that you changed each time? You did?
I did. I was changing on the side of the sets, right, which was quite revealing, let's put it that way.
Do you think the audience spotted this?
Oh, yes.
They did?
Oh, yes.
Fantastic. Well, no wonder they
made a point of it. I mean, I think it was Jimmy Savile, certainly on the first show, I think, that I did 3 on. So, look, he's here, he's there, he's everywhere. And so they made a point of it.
Right. Fantastic. What about now then, Tony? What are you doing now?
I'm still doing a little bit with the White Plains. I don't rush around anymore. We do a gig about I don't know, once a month, something like that, which is fun, right? I enjoy it. I still go out and work live, but I don't want to work too hard these days, do I?
And of all of the groups that you've been in and that have metamorphosized you through, which was the one? Is it the White Plains that your heart really has always been with, or?
Edison Lighthouse was the number one, obviously, so that I have great memories of. There wasn't actually a band at the particular moment in time. We did it with Tony McCauley produced it and wrote the song, and I did it with Tony as a session. I mean, there's quite a little story about that. I was doing something else, and I'd worked with Tony quite a lot. And the arranger on the session I'd done something for, and I said, "Can I play this in the studio, Tony?" And he said, "Yeah, sure, go on." And I did. I played it with the arranger, to the arranger, and halfway through the song, Tony McCauley came to me and said, "Do you want to sing the lead on this?" I said, "Well, yeah, if you like." Yeah. I mean, that's really how it came about.
If you, have you ever kept a tally of just how many records you've actually recorded over the years?
Oh no, I haven't. I've got there's probably, how can I say? There's probably 16 hits that I've been involved on, but that's as featured.
Right.
But certainly not just recordings.
Tony?
I mean, Tony Christie, I mean, I did backing vocals on Tony Christie's hits and those sort of things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, look, it's been good to talk to you, Tony. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah, lovely to talk to you too.
A few of the names that you mentioned there, we'll come back to you on that, because I'd love to talk to people like Roger Greenaway and some of the songwriters and people like that, so we'll come back to you and chase that one up. Thank you for that. News is approaching, ladies and gentlemen. It is a Saturday morning, soon to be a Saturday afternoon. It's BBC Radio K.